What you doing, Diggletdreamers? Mattherus here from Diggletdreams, bringing you a new episode of Classy Friday. Before we get started, guys, why don't you please smash the heck out of that like button down there, because your support does not go unnoticed. And I will, make sure to leave a comment below on who you think is going to be the MVP on this episode of Classy Friday. We're trying to get 2 battles in today. Don't know how long they'll go for, but we'll see if we can do it. Leave a comment below. I will definitely respond, and if you guess right, then you win a big grand prize. So go for it. And I'll give you a couple seconds right now. Go ahead, place your comment before the session gets started. Go ahead. Okay, you should have done it by now. I'm gonna hit the look for a battle button. We got this OU team here, and this guy. This guy's a baton pass team, I have a feeling. Whenever I see a Scalopede, I just think baton pass team. So I'm going to get my rocks up right at the bat. Yeah, usually when you see a Scalopede and an Espeon on the same team, there's usually a good chance that it is a baton pass team, especially that Espeon is yOU now. So he does leave with a Scalopede. I predict either Protect or some kind of setup move. I'm just going to set up, yep, there's a Protect, so I'll just set up my rocks nice and freely. And then I can go for a nice and powerful Earthquake on the next turn. He's probably going to go for like a Sword Stance or something. He sets up a sub. I can break that sub. And I'll just keep going for Earthquake because I don't want him getting a free sub or anything. I'm sure he can Protect again, I guess. He doesn't have anybody that doesn't take an Earthquake. Oh wait, he does the Mattherus, and he has an Air Balloon on the Heatran. Gonna go for another Earthquake just to break that sub. Sure. Gonna Protect again, you think? Just go for another Earthquake. I mean, baton pass teams are just annoying, guys. Like, nothing you can do about it. You're just gonna get to full speed and then pass it to something. Oh, he passes it now. To the Gardevoir. This guy's not gonna be enjoying taking an Earthquake. Sure. And I'm pretty sure Washington can take any hit pretty easily. Even the Mega Gardevoir. Ooh, maybe not. Thank you, Citrus, though. I will be able to live 1. So let's just get a Volt Switch off. Ooh, we live it at 1. We almost take him out. Is our Scarf Guard going to outspeed this thing? I don't know, but Gingerbread does have that priority. Oh, Hip Hop, actually, is perfect. Get the nice free Mega Evolution right now. GG Gardevoir. Oh, is he saying like Gardevoir's going down? GG Gardevoir, I guess. Or he's just gonna switch out and let me get a lot of damage off on this thing. Protect, sure. Pretty sure he won't outspeed me even with a +1. Maybe he will, but what damage is he gonna do? Sub. Won't be able to make a sub next turn. He can Protect again, but he won't be able to make a sub after this Protect. So we'll either have to Protect Baton Pass or go down. Is he gonna want to go into the Heatran to take the return? Gonna call it. Gonna call the Heatran. With Espeon. I probably could have taken that thing out with the return, damn it. Well, I'll probably just sack Washington right now. Washington is not going to be doing anything else for us. Let's go to Hip Hop, and I think we can get a nice fake out damage. Ooh, girl. And then, is he going to go for the Psychic type maybe? He could go for a Dazzling Gleam. That's the thing. I'm going to go into Latingus as the safest play. Oh, he did go for the Psychic. Still take that really well, so no problem. Really wish I'd gone into Gingerbread though, and then I could have taken him out with an Ice Shard. I'm just going to go for a Side Shot. Reflect. Okay. Just get up a Reflect before you go down. Okay. Who's going to come in now? The Scolipede again? Can a Scolipede even come in? I don't think it can. I think it dies to rocks if it comes in, right? If I do the math. Yeah, it has 24%. It takes 25% from rocks. Word. Gardevoir is going to be down to 1% when he comes in, right? Lando comes in. Okay. Is this thing gonna U-turn on me? Ugh. I just go out into my own Lando pretty easily. Goes for the knockoff. Takes out my leftovers. That's okay. You see the Life Orb. It's interesting. I don't know if I've seen the Life Orb Mattherus before. Can get a nice slow U-turn off. Perfect. He goes for a U-turn, I go for a U-turn. Unless he goes into... yeah, he goes into the Gardevoir, I kill it. Zoomerl comes in. And doesn't do much. Will Guard. Take this thing out. Alright. Realtors are coming to see the house right now. So you know what, I'm going to pause the video real quick. Hold on one second. What's up, guys? We are back. Sorry about that. That was some people came to see the house for see the apartment to see if they wanted to rent it next year. Anyway, that guy just decided to quit, right? Like, so he didn't miss anything. Like, as soon as I paused, he just quit. So we won that match. I'm gonna share that replay just to. I like to have them so I can keep track of the team and how they do and everything. Well, let's find another one because that was a pretty good match, even though it ended halfway through. Alright, rocks are going to be important in this match, although he does have a spinner. I will want to get my rocks up right away. Very physical team as well. So the T-Tar comes out, no problem. I do not mind the T-Tar coming out because that means I get my rocks up. He gets his rocks up. The rocks are going to be doing more to him than to me. Go for the Earthquake or the U-turn is the question. Make a U-turn. Okay. May have made the wrong choice there. Let's go to Washington. We'll probably take most hits. Ice Beam, sure. Yeah. Special T-Tar in the house. Do we blast a Hydro Pump off right now? Let's do it. See if we can land one. T-Tar can probably take one too. Maybe not at this health, but you can probably take one. Bring in, please bring in the Excadrill, expecting the Volt Switch. Oh, okay, the Dragonite, interesting. Missed my Hydro Pump. I'm gonna go right back into Lando though and get the Intimidate off. No reason not to. Outrage, holy crap. That gives me a really free switch into Gardevoir though. Like, no questions asked. Like, do not lock yourself into Outrage that early. And Moonblast will completely destroy this thing because he did get unlucky and get a 3-turn Outrage, so he's still locked in. So he, ooh, wait, is he not? Oh, because it didn't affect me. That means it doesn't work. All right, so he'll probably be able to Rapid Spin right now, which is unfortunate. Should have a spin blocker. Let's go into Washington. Maybe he'll go for an Earthquake or something. Alright, it does go for the Rapid Spin. But we get our Citrus, which is nice, so now we're at a higher amount of HP. Go for the Willis, but yes. He doesn't really have much to switch into this thing, which is nice. Where am I at with my Lando? Okay, so I can take another Stealth Rock. But if I can get rid of this Excadrill and get my rock, so I'll be in good position. What is he gonna do? He wouldn't go into the Talonflame because Talonflame is weak to both my stabs. Probably wouldn't go into the Pinsir because he wants to reserve that. He might go into the T-Tar? Maybe the Greninja predicting the Hydro Pump, but that's risky. So he doesn't have much to go into this. He goes into the Greninja, and I get a nice Will-O-Wisp off. Which is not the best thing, but it's gonna help against this thing. They're slowly whittling it down. Hidden Power. Hidden Power Grass, okay. Not bad, because that means he does resist my moves now. But I'm gonna go into Hip Hop and get my free Mega Evolution off, because I might even be able to take this thing out with 2 burns and a Fake Out. He does switch into the T-Tar. No problem there, because I can go for a Drain Punch next turn. Even if it's Scarfed, I don't think it can outspeed me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he also had a couple switches into that thing too, but into a thing. Talonflame comes in. Yeah, both my bulky things are weakened to the point where I don't really have much for this, which is unfortunate. Oh, who's more important? I want to hold on to Lando, see if I can get my rocks up. So I'm going to go into Washington and go down to this Brave Bird. I think Guard could take one. Latingus could take one. But do I Psyshock or Defog? I'm gonna go into Latingus. I think it's the best play. Could probably take a Psyshock though. But Psyshock, we just need damage on this thing. Okay. In comes the Pinsir, which does not take that Psyshock. Does not take the Psyshock very well. And ooh, if I can get him to Mega Evolve and switch out, then I can get a lot of damage off on this thing. I mean, if I get him to Mega Evolve and he stays at 50%, and then he switches out, and then I get my rocks up before he can switch back in, then this thing will go down. That's just what I'm thinking in my head right now. But he's going to take me out with a Bug type move right now. Don't think I'm going to be able to hold on to Lando. I'm going to go into Lando. He's probably going to go down to the rock damage and whatever this thing can do, but at least I'll get the Intimidate off on Pinsir. Quick Attack. Could have taken that. What am I doing? Alright. It's fast. Do I outspeed if I start though? Pretty sure. I do. But do I want to reveal that quite yet? I don't think so. Let's go into Gingerbread. He might go for a quick attack or he might just switch. But I can go for an Ice Punch. I'll probably take this thing out. It does switch into the Excadrill. Can I get the kill? Yeah. Now if I just still had my Lando for the rocks. Talonflame comes in. Latingus, I have to go into Latingus. GG. Man, this guy's calling his shots. Alright, so the Latingus goes down. Yeah, don't think I can take one. Keep hop anonymous. Gotta go into hip hop, get the fake out damage. Which is a nice amount of damage, goddamn. And then I can actually sack Gardevoir. I can sack Gardevoir, come in and get another fake out. Guy's calling his shots real early. Because I'm in a really good position right now, actually. Dragonite. Extreme speed, I guess. Oh, he gets the crit. I don't know if that mattered, but I think I can actually maybe pull the win off with Gingerbread. Ooh, no, not with extreme speed. Nah, GG. Alright, I won't be a dick. Good job there, though. Good job there. Best compliment I've ever received on Showdown. Oh, that was a sad 4-0 loss. But we've been recording for a while. Let's do one more. Let's do it. We gotta end on a good note. Okay. This is the bulkiest team I've ever seen. Holy shit. But Hip Hop can run some train against half his team. Gardevoir has fun against the other half. Not really. What am I saying? Rotom is actually kind of a troubling thing. But, you know, it's good to get the rocks up right away, so let's just do that. Leads with the Heatran, sure. Could probably scare this thing out. Yep, and I get some free rocks up. And I can U-turn, get a nice crit, why not, and go into Washington. And take the Will-O-Wisp, happily. Now I'm gonna Volt Switch, probably Speed Tie. Should probably... Well, I can't really do anything about that. I'm running minimum speed. I could run lower IVs actually, just so I can get a low Volt Switch, a slow switch off on other Rotoms. Sometimes people do speed creep, add a little speed to the Rotom so they can outspeed, but this Rotom is kind of meant to slow switch. Okay, the Chansey comes out. I can go into Lopunny on this. You don't even need to go for the fake out, I can just go for a Drain Punch. Watch him go into Sableye. Yeah, it doesn't have a Defogger or a Spinner, so those rocks are there to stay. And I get a nice crit drain punch off on this chance you don't know if it mattered. And he doesn't have much to bring in. Yeah, Sableye, sure. Ooh, it does have the Prankster Will-O-Wisp, what am I thinking? Let's go into Washington now. Oh, he does Mega Evolve. So he does lose Prankster now. He just has Magic Bounce now. He can Volt Switch, Sucker Punch. Yeah, this thing doesn't have speed anymore, right? Well, I can go to Hip Hop. It's still risky. I'm going to Gardevoir instead. Gardevoir doesn't really mind taking a Sucker Punch, especially from this thing. So let's just go for a Moonblast. Yeah, sure. Sucker Punch does a lot, not as much as or more than I wanted it to. I don't know, but I see no reason not to go into Lando. Unless he's going to Will-O-Wisp, but I don't really mind if he does. Okay, he gets up his own rocks, but I don't mind rocks on this team as much as he does. What should I kind of do? I don't know. Probably going to switch. Probably going to switch. But if he doesn't, I can go into Rotom. Kid the Heatran. Does this thing have Flame Body unlocked? I don't think so. Yeah, people would run Flame Body all the time. Yeah, Flame Body is still locked up. Alright, so we U-turn and then we can easily go into Washington without really any fear. We get our Citrus. So he goes for a Roar. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Low Kick is a pretty good option. Oh, doesn't quite take him out. Will he go for the Lava Plume? Or he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Not bad. Gingerbread wasn't going to be doing much in this battle anyway, so I don't really mind. Which is why I stayed in, too. Gum comes in. Sure. At least I can do is knock off those leftovers before I go down. And then, who else deals with this? Not much. There's a Hyper Voice, and I go down. Gardevoir? No. I think Orlando is probably the best. Just come in an Earthquake. Maybe. It's good to hold on to my Rotom just to keep it as a pivot for his Rotom. Actually, you know what? I can use Lando as a pivot, so I'm going to go into Hip Hop and Fake Out. And then switch into Rotom on the following turn. Just see how much damage this Fake Out does. He might switch into Heatran though. Alright, he doesn't, so that's a good amount of damage. But now we go into our Rotom. And he goes for the Hyper Voice, and we take it. He can probably take us out, but let's just go for a Hydro Pump. Ooh, okay. Should have gone for the Will-O-Wisp instead. Let's go into Lando. I bet I can take this thing out with an Earthquake. Does this thing have speed? It might. Just protect. Yeah, Wish Protect. I can probably take this thing out though from 70% with an Earthquake. Even though I'm not really invested. Alright, he does go into the Rotom. Kind of expected that, but I do outspeed, so I can get a U-turn off into my Latingas. Latingas. It does a nice amount of damage. Bang. Hydro Pump does it more than I like it to, but it does less to me than to anyone else. And Psyshock. Sure. Go take down that heat ran. And now I can actually defog and then get my own rocks up. Maybe. I don't know. Bubblegum comes in. This thing's probably not going to be taking a Psyshock, is it? Especially from my boosted attack. Oh, it does take it. Can we take the Hyperflex? No, we can't. But we do take this thing down to a good amount of HP, where I'm not really worried about it anymore. Hip Hop can come in, even if he wants to protect or whatever shenanigans. You can go for that. But it's not going to give him any leftovers or anything, so there's really no point. Should either just let this thing go down. I might go down to rocks next if he switches, actually. So I think he's stuck. Does rocks do 12% neutrally? I think so. I don't remember. I should know that. That should be some standard info. I think it does, yeah, because super effective one time just does 12. Or 25, I mean. But he is just going to protect, so I can just start going for returns. He switches into the... Ooh, that was a bad play. Ooh. Actually, not a bad play because he actually took that hit. I was hoping he'd take some burn damage, then I'd be able to take him out. But no, I can go into Lando. He should have let his thing go down, actually, is probably the best play. So we can get a free switch. Predicting the Gardevoir, I guess. Whatever. Risky to go for the Earthquake because of the Lander, because of the Rotom, because I don't have a switch for the Rotom. So I'm just going to go for a knockoff. Alright, yep. Nice. Bang. So the Rotom is done, and that pretty much seals up the game. Because I can sweep with, or clean up with Gardevoir or Lopunny at this point. Because I think the thing will go down. Yeah, P forfeits. Sylveon would have gone down to the rocks. And this thing would have gone down to rocks. And I outsped it, probably. And rocks burn and attack. So GG, well done on my part. You know, yeah. So that game was wrapped up, no problem. And that's a nice note to end this Classic Friday on. So, guys, keep it classy, but above everything else, keep dreaming. I'll see you next time.